Alright, we are continuing our mission to take down all the automechatrons, or whatever they are called. Die, robot. Ludwig Miller, a guard watching over the landing pad south of Edgewater, is convinced that automechanicals are planning to wipe out humanity. Ludwig wants you to head to the region's geothermal plant for an important mission, but to gain entry to the plant, you'll need to get the passcode from Reed Tobson, who runs the town of Edgewater. So we gotta go talk to Reed Tobson in Edgewater. Away we go. Help the chairman and Minister Clark. Oh, skill points are available. I have 10 points to spend. What did I get last time? I think I got ranged, dialogue, stealth, tech, leadership? My guy doesn't really seem like a leadership kind of a person. Let's get another point of... Let's just do those same ones a second time. I have 2 points left. We'll do stealth and dialogue, as those are our major ones, and apply. No more perks available. We gotta go up to the tower. I feel like we need to go there for the main quest as well. The Unreliable's power regulator has been damaged beyond repair and must be replaced. Ada suggested you seek help in the nearby settlement at Edgewater. Talk to whoever runs the town. So we are going to the same place.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
We all got quotas. I don't have any quotas. Spacer's choice. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Hello? I'm hacking into the terminal. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Well, that actually is their logo. I thought that was a mistake. Edgewater Saltuna Cannery, a Spacer's Choice property, terminal access. Let's view the logs. Notice the Edgewater Saltuna canning facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Notice, schedule your sick leave with your Spacer's Choice foreman and or supervisor. Be considerate toward other members of the Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reed if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind, and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. Well, that wasn't very much secret information at all. I'm just gonna steal their stuff. which way should I go? I'm just gonna look around. I'll sneak stealthily. Phyllis Granger is up there staring directly at me. Huh. Maybe I should go talk to them.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm guessing you're the foreman?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
I'll let you get back to work. Another terminal. It's unlocked. Let's check the messages. Welcome, Phyllis Granger. There's a message from R. Tobson. To P. Granger, subject medical treatment. Phyllis, owing to your hard work and positive attitude, I have sanctioned your access to medical treatment in the event of a contagion. As you know, the company has not provided us with enough medicine to treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member of the Spacer's Choice family who fell ill to this plague, but I cannot. Medical privileges are strictly merit-based. Please do not, under any circumstances, distribute your ration of medication to any other worker. Oh, so the Edgewater Saltuna Cannery is a plague distribution center. Password required for the personal files. I'm going to attempt to bypass it by hacking. Password Tenderfoot. Password accepted. Welcome, P. Granger. Personal files, last entry. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death in our quarterlies. Sounds fair to me. Was asked to prepare a statement or something for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work, show up, wear a smile, and you'll get your medical privileges. It's a start. This sounds like a fun place to work. Tossball blocker is in this cabinet, which is a one-handed melee weapon, but that's not going to do me any good, so no need to risk stealing that. Hey, I read your secret files. You didn't even know. Ooh, a corporate trooper robot. Part of the robot uprising, no doubt. The robot uprising is coming for us all. Another office with another computer. Company notifications. From the office of Reed Tobson, Outpost Administrator. Symptoms of infection have now reached a critical mass. I have instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers we are expected to face up to reality. And the reality is that we do not carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering the symptoms of incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and for your family is to don your jumpers and come to work. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. Don your jumpers and come to work. That's hilarious. Oh, there's a lockbox down here. Ooh, a backpack. Cartridges, Adreno, Spacers, Corona, a pack of Corona cigarettes. I'm gonna get addicted to cigarettes in this game. Sure is easy to steal stuff. Wait, there's a lockbox up there. Can I jump over there? Oh, ouch. I done hurt myself. Got it. It's just some cartridges. Okay. Anything else of interest? Just looks like a big factory work floor. I don't see a lot of people at work here. Bones and gears don't mix. Worker injuries affect our bottom line. Use caution when operating heavy machinery. A lot of people out with the plague, I guess. Not very many people coming to work. Vending machine discovered. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. A hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have high enough reputation with the associated faction, or a hack skill of 40 or higher. Wow. Spacer's Choice Insta-merch. Looks like a lot of food-type items. Oh, and a trip blade. Two-handed melee weapon. Don't need that. Oh, some armor. Aramid Ballistics Armor 4. Light Stealth Skills +5. I like that. And here comes my cat. For some reason that I don't understand. Can I purchase that? Do I have enough to buy that? What do I press to buy it? C to compare. Okay, Gracie, I feel like you're getting into some serious trouble, and I'm going to need to move you very shortly. Can't have you just bumping into microphones and stands and stepping on keyboards and playing with the mouse. That's not conducive to gameplay. Where do I see how much money I have? Is it? I only have 127, so I can't afford a riot control armor. Man. Oh, down in the lower right it tells me, you have insufficient bits. Well, that's a bummer. Can I sell junk? Hold Z to sell junk. I still have insufficient bits. Is there anything... these things aren't worth anything. Do I have anything that's worth a lot? not enough. Arg. Well, I guess I'll have to come back later.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
They're really proud of not being the best. I'm just gonna have to be constantly moving my cat off of the desk. Okay, so we've looked around enough. How do I get back to where I was? This is the same place, right? Yeah. I guess we're going up the elevator. After doing a quick save. I vaguely remember seeing the top of this elevator before.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Tobson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Tobson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Allow me to interrupt.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
We can start with introductions. I'm Skitzer Parker. You can call me Skitzer Parker.
I'm Reed Tobson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Well, that is exactly correct. I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Well, I don't plan on staying long.
I understand. Your business is your own. Nonetheless, you are welcome in our little outpost. Outsiders are a rare sight in the Vale. If you are a freelancer, then I have use for you. There is pay to be earned, or supplies to tide you over, as you prefer.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Tobson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
when you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean exactly?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Is it all right if I shoot those people in the face? You mean marauders? Marauders aren't people, right? And we don't think of marauders as people.
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Oh, that's why the place is so empty. Why do you need them to come home?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
So, how can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize this Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Okay. And what if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right. Well, you know, I can't make any promises. I mean, I'm not very smart, so I may not be able to figure this out.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Tobson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
Sure, I could use Parvati's help.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Well, let's get going. Companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill, and you can learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Some people may require completing another quest before they will assist you. You can check your quest log for dependencies. I thought I saw the Die Robot quest update. The geothermal plant in the northwest portion of the region has been taken over by automechanicals. Ludwig wants you to infiltrate the plant and retrieve a logic module from one of the automechanicals there. Wait. I thought I had to go... I'm confused. I thought I had to go... I don't understand. I don't understand why I needed to go talk to the guy in charge to advance that quest. It didn't make any sense to me. Stranger in a strange land. Divert power from the geothermal plant. You've learned that there are power regulators in both the Edgewater Cannery and a botanical lab elsewhere in the region, but neither can be removed unless power is routed away from them. Travel to the region's geothermal plant and route the power away from one of the locations. Reed asked you to deliver a message to a woman named Adelaide McDevitt before you head into the geothermal plant. Workers are abandoning the town of Edgewater. Reed Tobson, Edgewater's administrator, wants to force these deserters to return to town by shutting off their power. Reed asked you to deliver a message to Adelaide and her deserters. Come back to town because he's cutting off the power. Adelaide and her people are camped out in the botanical lab north of Edgewater. Okay. Well, okay. So we're heading to the geothermal plant where we're going to have to deal with a bunch of automechanicals. So we're, I think, so wait a minute. Do we go to the geothermal plant or do we go to the botanical? I think we're going to the botanical place first. Alright, so let's select Now Comes the Power. Alright. Bye, everyone.
We better clear out of Mr. Tobson's office before we talk.
Afore we talk. Alright. That is a voice actor that I recognize. And can't think of her name. Ashley Birch is who that sounds like.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk?
Sure. I actually did not realize that I was a ma'am.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Tobson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
So, this is about the deserters? So, what's the other side of it?
To Mr. Tobson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Did you know this Adelaide that Reed mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Tobson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
You can't leave it at that. Why were Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Tobson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
I mean, I can't really blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Tobson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Where would I find him?
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by. But wait, what do I need to talk to the vicar about? Flipping a switch in a power mill?
About if what Mr. Tobson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
Well, it can't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I thought for sure that I had made a male character at the beginning of this game, but I guess I did not. Whatever. So that means... What does that mean? We need to speak to the vicar. Parvati wants to visit the town's vicar. She's a little uncertain about the task Reed has set before you. The vicar might be able to provide some moral guidance. The vicar is this way. Come along, Parvati. Here comes my cat again. Can I get into this place? How?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
And to you as well. Hello, Mr. Vicar.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
How did you know that I'm an outsider?
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
You must be right, Parvati. I don't know hardly any numbers, and I do just fine. So, who needs numbers?
Excuse me, I'm suddenly experiencing quite an amazing headache.
So, what sort of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
I was actually asking what your religion was all about.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
Wait, how much would it be to put in a good word for me with the Grand Architect? You know, unofficial-like.
That's not how it works. The Grand Architect has no concern for us beyond setting the plan in motion.
I don't get it.
Obviously. Look, if we can figure out how to read the grand plan, we can more perfectly align ourselves to it, bringing everyone peace.
Okay, so what does OSI stand for?
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
OSI? Scientism? It's not very religious sounding. You sure you didn't just make all this up?
Mock me all you want. I know my beliefs to be true.
Is this some sort of commentary on Scientology? Vaguely disguised? Alright, let's get back on track here.
What would you like to discuss?
Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Tobson asked you to do?
He's asked us to, cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
This guy sounds weirdly like, oh god, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Alec Baldwin. he sounds like one of the Baldwins. Anyway. So Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. So can Parvati get that treated by a Sawbones? Parvati, you gotta get that treated by a Sawbones.
I see today we'll be conversing without metaphors. I'd guess her condition is incurable. It's unlikely to be fatal, but she may feel more heartache than most.
Could you maybe stop talking about me like I'm some kind of weird bug?
So, what do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
I think I see where this is going, but what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
That sounds exactly like what the boss man wanted us to do. Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Is it auto-mechanicals? The robot uprising? Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Oh, another side quest. Handsome? What kind of weirdness you all into around here?
What? You seem the perfect type to go blindly into the wild on a suicidal quest. I'm looking for a journal, a handwritten book, with the name M. Bokonu on the cover. I'll pay you to find it.
Oh, alright. Well, I'll look for your book. Wait, why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Seems to me the authorities would be interested to hear you're after this contraband text.
On the contrary, my position means that I am one of the few legally allowed to possess such items. But do not worry. You'll be safe since you are acting on my behalf.
Okay. I guess... Maybe I'll get your book and sell it to someone else.
I can assure you, you won't find another willing to risk imprisonment to possess this book, nor anyone willing to pay the price I can offer.
Alright, you make a compelling argument.
Glad we see eye to eye.
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Oh, we're done. We did it, Parvati.
Where are we headed?
You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
It isn't supposed to be clean. It's a church.
I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
I reckon nobody'd want to live in a gunked-up universe.
I reckon we already do, and we ain't got no choice in the matter. So maybe somebody ought to take a rag to it.
A rag to the universe. Alright, well, let's get back to it. Okay, well, we have a lot of missions ahead of us now. We gotta find a book. We gotta kill some robots still. We gotta do something with power. We gotta deliver a message to Adelaide. And we gotta visit a geothermal plant or something. It's just so many things to do. But it's time for a break.